our topic, which is the blood type. And today is the second session on that. We will recap and then continue on that, so that because of the gap, or if you are joining this topic first time, means you may have missed the previous one, then it will help you connecting the dots or understanding. So let me share my screen.
Gaurav-ji, can we hear some few words from you related to Gauri Purnima and your from your side of the wisdom side? So what is Gauri Purnima means to you, and can you just share a few words?
Okay, so again, it's a very good question. However, masters, everyone has a unique journey, so please take it as my take on it only. And my take on it is a big believer of Aham Brahmasmi. That means we have to look for our guru inside us. All the answers are inside us. If we only look for answers outside us, success will be very minimum. You will get success, but potential of the success, what it could be, it will be very small compared to that. If you reverse it, if you first find yourself, means within you who you are. You may have heard there is a saying, take the bull by horn. That means, do you have courage to take the bull by horn? And asking this question or answering this question may seem very easy, but when you have to face it practically, and no one else but you yourself has to face it, then all theory fails. That's where the test comes. And if you are successful there, you will be successful in your life in finding the right master at the right time. They will appear automatically. You don't have to do anything. And then you may wonder, how did I, come across this person, or how did I come across that person? Universe will connect the dots. However weird it may be, you will come across. And learning is always two ways. It's never one way. So don't think that, yes, in front of Guru, we say, we bow down and we are lowering our eyes in terms of respect. But that does not mean that you are lowering your self-esteem, self-confidence by any means. That means Aham Brahmasmi is still number one. You learn to become better. But if you keep collecting the wisdom and do nothing with it, what end result you may get? Nothing. There are people, at least a couple of them I have come across, on asking something, when I say, okay, how about this, they know all the topics. There was not a single topic out of the critical ones that they had no idea what it is or something new. They're aware of everything. But practice or practical, zero. So that shows there is a gap somewhere in your own self. So first, look inside. If you feel your happiness or sadness, if you may call it, good or bad, positive, negative, whichever way, because as a human, we do this. There's always two sides. But for soul, there is only one side. How to progress. Progress will only come when you take the bull by horn, means accept it. And this is my journey where, it takes certain things may come easy, certain things, you are fighting with yourself. So you are in denial mode. You will say, no, I'm not like this, or I don't do this, or that issue is not with me. You will just ignore it. But you have to accept it. It will come right on your face. So universe is helping you. We think we are in a challenging situation. We are in some downturn, whether it is financial, whether it is career, whether it is family. In our life, in anybody's human life, even in birds or animal kingdom, it's not just us. There are emotions, because that's why we are here. We have taken this form because of emotions. Emotions will come only when there is a delta, there is a change. If everything is stable like a straight line, there is no emotion. It has to go up or down to create ripple, to create a pulse. And the bigger the gap from the neutral line is, the bigger impact it creates on our life. And if we keep bouncing between the top and the bottom and the top and the bottom, we say we need a guru who can pull us out from this. But the first guru you should look is you yourself. Without you being you, no one can pull you out. So that's my take on it. It may be tough as it sounds, but actually it becomes, in my journey, sorry, you will understand true meaning of divine. Sometimes they say, oh, you'll have divine feeling or divine, whether in terms of life, emotions, feeling, whichever way. Because nothing will matter to you. You will not blame others for your any situation, good or bad. And you will find in any situation what is there for you to learn. The day you are in that stage, without sacrificing your self-esteem and self-respect. Remember, because that's the biggest catch. You can achieve that by compromising and taking, no, I'm nothing. And in the family, I'm the youngest, so I have to listen to others. No, that's not the point. Without sacrificing who you are, if you can stay happy and positive and smiling and bubbling from inside with energy, doesn't matter of your age, then you are on the right path. And one very last thing, I have never believed in one guru, never. If you listen to any guru, directly, indirectly, I think you will get the same message. Nothing is perfect. How can one, in any form or shape, guru can give you everything in every moment or any situation, every stage of your life? So be open. Some people may come in your life for a moment, for days, or weeks, or years. Some may come for a long time. But the moment we get stuck and we think this is it and nothing else, now we are creating boundaries or barriers in accepting new principles, new ideas, or exploring. That does not mean you cannot believe in one faith or one guru or one thing. No, you can still do that, but be open. Stay with one, but be open. That's the point. And then you will keep exploring and enjoying, and there is no harm. There's no harm. So that's my take, Ashokji.
Beautifully said, Gaurav sir. Beautifully said, and I believe in the same. And nowadays, that is what I am resonating towards, because you are not stuck with one guru, but you can have a guru. That is not a problem, but you need to listen to yourself more and more, and you need to learn, and that's when actually you are going to become like a perfect for yourself. So definitely, thank you, Gaurav sir. If anybody wants to share anything related to your perspective on Guru Purnima or a guru or anything that you wanted to share before Gaurav sir moves on to other topic. Let me ask Upendra sir, are you here? Yeah. Upendra ji, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
We wanted here to hear from you.
I think Gauravji put it very well in terms of, I think you have to look for guru within yourself, because we do meet a lot of gurus, and I found there are competition among gurus also. They want to become more famous than the other ones, attract more disciples and all that. And each guru has uh, a powerful message, and you can learn from that. But I think the learning begins with you, and I think that's what well put by Gauravji. And today is Guru Purnima, and yesterday we listened to Sri Lataji about Adi Guru. I think Shiva is the Adi Guru, and he had Saptarishis uh, for 84 years, before they got in the transformation from the Adi Guru. I think there are lots of stories like that, and we do come across a lot of people. It doesn't have to have a name, I'm a guru, but we can learn from other people, and because each person has their own experiences, and they could share. I think I'd like to say that.
Thank you. Thank you, Upendra sir. Anyone else wants to share your view? Okay. Yeah, Gauravji, back to you, sir.
Yeah, no, Ashokji, you had such a great idea of starting this session with that. So if you don't mind, I will repeat your request. So masters, those who are here, without naming anyone, please, at least one should say something. Take part. Whatever your take is, there's no right or wrong here. But be part of the energy. Anyone. Whatever you have, your experience is your own, no one else's. So don't think twice. Don't worry what others feel or not, or say, or whatever. At least one more person, please. And I know there are like masters here who have wealth of experience. Please don't hesitate.
Gauravji, on this beautiful Guru Purnima day, so gratitude to Guru, as I consider you. So I learned a lot of concepts from you. So yeah, Guru is important, but at the bottom line is, as you said in your earlier comments, Guru will not do things for you. Guru will give you the wisdom, but it's upon you to take that wisdom and implement it practically. Obviously it is true. There's no better Guru than focusing on your inner self and finding out what's required. Once that is done, then if you have any questions about that inner journey, if you need help, then you can reach out to the senior masters or gurus to know more about it. So that's what I would say. But I also kind of agree with Upendra ji that there are a lot of gurus. Your kids can be your gurus too. So basically you learn different things from different people. So Guru doesn't need to be, elder to you or something like that. So you can get that kind of learnings from all walks of life.
Thank you so much, Raviji. Excellent.
Yeah, Rowdy ma'am.
Yeah. Happy Guru Purnima, Gaurav sir. That was a wonderful sharing. Thank you so much. Beautiful perspective what Guru is for you. But for as you said, there's no one Guru. Every animate and inanimate object that you see around acts as a Guru to you. And there's a beautiful saying I was from Ramana Maharshi, which I picked up, which says that a spiritually minded man initially looks at God for guru, but that God brings him in contact with the personal guru, and the man recognizes him as all in all, that he himself is the guru that he has to look into. And that is the, what do you say, that is the self that is exploring itself to become guru in itself. And as you said, it's aham brahmasmi eventually. And when we realize that we ourselves are masters, that's it. I mean, the learning starts. And thank you so much for that wonderful wisdom, sir, today. I truly believe in it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord. Srini sir, you're unmuted.
Thank you, sir. In fact, I started my meditation early, and that's the reason why I could not speak. So, happy Guru Purnima, sir. We are learning many things from you, and we have learned many things. As you said, learning is one thing, and applying things are another thing. And you are certainly helping us on every Thursday Indian time. So definitely a guru is needed, though we all introspect and other things, where guru is needed to make you introspect and to teach you how to look inwards. Because as they say, knowledge is knowing answers, intelligence is asking right questions, and wisdom is when to ask the right question. So definitely Guru needs us to improve our wisdom, and you are certainly the one who is helping us for almost 18 to 20 months. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Srinaji and Ashokji. I think I will add second part to this question, though it is not part of the question, but this is the part 2 of the story. When you find your guru, then what happens? And that is the stage that I am at now. So let me share that as well. Since the topic is already going on now. When you reach that stage, you will be divine. It may come as a gradual increase, 30%, 40%, 50% of your time in a day, and then it will keep going up. What you should be mentally ready is, you will become so sensitive to this whole process. First, within the family, you will start feeling that your other family members are going through pain because unnecessarily they are, in a different thought process. For example, on a small thing, they are debating, arguing, or, in terms of differences of opinion or differences of any kind of things. So now 2 things may happen. Either it will pull you down, because now you start seeing pain of everyone around you. And this is one thing one should be aware of. And you keep, it's like a fort. So you keep improving your strength, that this should not pull you down. It is your positive energy which will eventually reach many people, not necessarily your family members. You will help others. And we all have individual journey. We may live in a family setting, but our journey is individual. So it does not matter if I'm not able to help my immediate family member, but I'm helping someone I don't even know. Absolutely doesn't matter. From soul perspective, it has no relationship. Why? If we go back to the soul plan, we have no idea what's our contract. Who did we agree to play what role in our whole big journey of life? Yes, major part will be your immediate family members. It's understood as a logical explanation. But that does not mean it is limited to them only. But that can come as a first impact on a person. And it can create some pain in the person that, oh my God, now I can see pain in everyone's life. No, just continue on the right path, so that following your example, people will change. Don't force anyone. Don't try to tell that just do what I say. I have done it and this is how it works. It won't work that way. They have to do their whole cycle. But be aware that Masters, this situation will come as you improve yourself. You will start seeing that why people are doing this, they are unnecessarily creating pain in their life. This may happen. So I think now we can start with our topic, unless anything else, Ashokji, you have for today?
No, sir. It's a beautiful start and a beautiful saying about the Guru, and I hope that this particular group is actually getting that, and everybody is becoming their own gurus on their own sense. So definitely, we'll take that as a takeaway from today's, and let's practice on that. Thank you, Gaurav sir. Yeah, you can carry on.
Okay, thank you, Ashokji. So now I will start sharing. Okay. So masters, we will continue our topic of blood types. We talked about it week before because last week we missed, and we will recap and then continue going on this. So blood types, first of all, why do we need to know about it? What does it do to us? It helps us in better health. It helps us in better weight management. Now, weight management is not like we are talking that, okay, instead of going to gym, I will know about blood types and here I go. May not be. But this weight management is when we talk about the optimum side. Memory is something which, whether you are a student or any part of your life as a professional or even after retirement, memory is something you really need. Stress is something right from the childhood. Nowadays, lifestyle is such, we talk about stress. We all look for a longer lifespan. But the missing word is healthier. So if you're only looking for longer but not healthier, it could be a challenge, which is linked to the very first topic, better health. That means they go together. And what you are inside is what is reflected outside. Your skin, the glow, aura, whatever you may call it, your health, everything is a reflection of what's inside. Now, if you may recall, we talked about it in one of the previous, we talked in quantum physics, and after that also when we were talking about the reasons for illnesses. Number one factor is thoughts. So your thoughts could be your best friend or could turn against you. It can give you health, perfect health. It can give you illness, diseases, chronic, life-threatening, depending on your thought process and for how long that thought process you are maintaining. Now, if you do all good things and if you can improve, then you can imagine if you are healthy, you don't need any medication. That means you will be away from the side effect of allopathy medications. So it's like, buy one, get one free offer. So first you don't see doctors, you don't go for pharmacy to buy medicines, and then the side effect of that. Now, if blood type is so important, why we don't know about it? So it becomes like all other topics. It is part of the wisdom that is not so much popular because it is not related to financial world. Nobody gets benefit out of it. So knowing it gives you some information to make your own decision, to make your own judgment and act accordingly. That's all it means. It is not saying that, okay, you know this and then tomorrow your illness will go away. No. Accept or not, up to you. If you accept the information, you have to make some changes in your lifestyle, and we will see what they are. Then you can improve the situation or reverse the condition. That's the point. So when we look at the whole world population, 93% are blood type positive, whether there are 4 different types: O, A, B, and then AB. And then there is RH factor, positive or negative. So if we take positive, it is 93% and only 7% between the 4 with RH negative. So primarily we can say, okay, forget the plus or minus RH factor, just take as blood group O, A, B, and AB. O is the highest, combining positive, negative, 45%. A is roughly 33%. B is around 16, and AB is very small, just over 5. So why this sequence? Is there a relation? And answer is yes. When we go back 40,000 years back, when the whole journey, the human journey started, as the life was transforming, there was only O-type blood group. So you can imagine the oldest, everybody was O, and no wonder in today's world, O has the highest percentage. Then a major change happened. Migration from African region to Asian region. As people migrated, environment change, which was roughly 15,000 to 25,000 years ago. And the new blood group A came into existence. From there, they migrated to northern region, like Himalayan region, which was about 10 to 15,000 years ago. Now, again, new environment, new geographical locations, colder climate, a lot of differences. So again, adaptation, new blood group came into existence, which was B. Only about 500 to 1,000 years ago, because of a lot of people, traveling, moving between one region to another, a lot of kingdoms, whether because of attacks and all other factors, there were a lot of movements. And the new or the 4th blood group, which is type AB, was created. And hence you can see why O is the highest percentage, followed by A, followed by B, and AB is the least because of the age factor, and hence the percentage. So O was prime when we were at highest risk. Person has to hunt or find some vegetable or fruits to eat. There was no storage or any other mechanism. And the biggest factor was saving your own life with the kind of wild animals around you. When type A came into existence, big change came because agriculture started. So the lifestyle change was major. First, the diet change. This was the time when first time food was available more than a day. That means not like, okay, if you kill an animal, you can eat, otherwise no. Because now agriculture made it possible to store the food. Now here, a lot of changes in your gut, in your lifestyle. So blood type A, blood type B, climate was a main factor. Now, of course, you had the agriculture side, the animals were pet, so you had those kind of food items, and adapting to the new climate, which gave birth to type B. And AB is again a mix between A and B. So it has a relatively newer and kind of a mix between two features. The immune system, what we call it. Why the Greek kind of name came as, because there was a city, a Roman Empire, which was immunis, which was required not to pay any taxes. So that's why the immune word came, that, okay, if your immune system is so strong that it can protect you, just like the city immunis, where you don't have to pay any taxes, you're immune. So similar kind of logic was there. That's why it is named as immune. Now there are a couple of things which are very much linked to this whole blood thing. And one of the thing is, we are always, having either toxins, or you're eating food, and there are a lot of intakes, different, you can say, type of items that is going in the body. And how does our body decide what is good for it and what is not? Any foreign material could be dangerous. So how do you decide it's a friend or a foe? So one method, it is called chemical marker called antigens, which are found on the cells of our bodies. And one of the most powerful antigen is the one that determines your blood type. So that's why the blood type is very critical. And then there are antibodies. Antibodies, they're like army. If anything comes and you know that it is not good for you, they will just go, they will attach, make it like a big lump, gluing action. And now once it becomes big, it is easier to clean it up or throw it out of the body. So that is the big difference. When you have small, say cellular levels, it's so difficult. But when you lump and make it a big, it's easy to throw it out. So now let's look at what it means. You have group A, which has antibodies, anti-B. And you have group B, where you have anti-A antibodies. That means you cannot give group A, if somebody is needing blood, you cannot induce group A blood into a group B person, or vice versa. It will be fatal. That's not good. So you don't give group A to B, B to A. Now, then you have group AB, where there is no antibodies. And it has both antigens, A and B. So group AB can receive from anyone because it has both antigens. Group O has both antibodies, anti-A, anti-B, but it has no antigens. So it is a universal donor, but it can receive only from group O. Why? It has both. So based on antibodies and antigens, this is the medical side of it, that if anybody needs blood, we try to check the blood type. Typically in the past, this was the only reason. When I was a child, this was the only reason. I was not in detail, but I was only aware that you should know your blood type. That in case of emergency, you can tell the medical staff that, yeah, I'm blood type this. Of course, they will do their check, but it may make it a little easier. Now that we know, the emergency may not come in your whole life, but the benefit that we saw in the very first slide, the health, your whole life, longevity, everything, that is guaranteed for us. And hence, it is very important to understand the impact of this. So food and blood type. Now, are these things related? So you see, it's just like, blood A and B and this and that. You don't mix antigens, antibody. Similarly with food and blood, it does happen. So you may find that certain type of food is going well with certain people, but certain other people may not be reacting the positive way, may not be useful for them as much as it is for someone else. Not necessarily, but it may be because of the blood type. We will see later in the details, exact examples in the next session, that how each type, there are different categories, a lot of details, but how there are certain type of food which is good for one blood type may not be good for other blood type. So somebody says, oh, I had this and it helped me. You may not know that what is his blood group. And based on the blood group, maybe it worked and maybe not for you. Now, lectins, you may have heard this term a long time ago from me, because this is another topic which is not well known. You may have heard the name gluten. Gluten is one of the lectin. Wheat, nightshade family, whether it's, in fact, all of that nightshade family, eggplant, peppers and all that, tomato skins and seeds, lots of lectins, not good. They are really harmful for us. There are ways how to cope in certain cases you can avoid. So lectins are there. Certain lectins work certain ways with certain blood group, certain ways the other blood group. So understanding this can really impact our health big time, because their attaching mechanism is same as, when you have other microbes, they are also attaching, they are also kind of working in our body. So if we know this one works with this compatibility, this one is not compatible with certain, we can avoid, as simple as that. But if you are not aware, then certainly you may keep doing something which may not be helpful for you. When we talk about blood type plan, now there are 5 types or categories. The diet, blood type diet. So what is the blood type diet? Based on 4 major categories of our blood type. The weight loss factor. Supplement advisory. Nowadays we get a lot of advice, eat this supplement, eat that supplement. What kind of exercise good for you? And personality related questions. And you will see how they differ from blood type to blood type. Now they can be divided into 3 categories, each one of them. Highly beneficial, neutral, avoid. So highly beneficial, as name suggests, something which will act like a medicine, which is very good for you. Now, that does not mean you do only that, you eat only that. But good to have that for sure. Neutral will act like a food. You do need energy. So have a balance, highly beneficial along with neutral. But the third one you may want to avoid. Food, which will go against you. So don't do that. So these are the 3 types that we should be aware of. Each 5 categories into these 3, when we will look into detail, that will give you idea that what it means. So the blood type diet, it is something which is really supporting you. From your genetic perspective, that means what you are made up of, what it is actually for you based on your blood type. Blood type is coming from thousands of years ago, not something just a generation 2 or 3. It is coming all the way when humans transition, just eating animals or some veggies to agriculture, and then, so on and so forth. So it does not mean that this change did not impact us. And after weather and all these things, now another big change, from breastfeeding to just bottle feeding, which is again artificial. Then we think one diet fits all kind of concept, which is totally neglecting the characteristic of the people, and one big characteristic is blood type. Again, there are a lot of elements in the diet, all the way from dairy products, oil and fats, nuts, beans, cereal, bread, grain, pasta, vegetable, fruit, juices, spices, all these things. We can look from the same perspective, divide it into, again, 3: highly beneficial, what is okay, and what to avoid. So now you can imagine this whole tree is becoming big, because in the sense big list, first we said 5 categories, and within first category now you have 14 items, and all 14 items will be subdivided into 3. It may look complex, but all you have to do is go it once and especially pay attention to what you should avoid and what is really good for you. And then once you make your choices, it won't be tough thereafter. First time, yeah, it may look overwhelming. So the weight loss factor, which is the second item, these diets are not meant for weight loss. It's not like, oh, I want to look good and I want to lose weight. They're designed for optimum performance. If you eat unhealthy, you gain a lot of weight, that's a different story. When the body restores, weight loss will be a byproduct, and that's what you want. Not like dieting and I'm losing weight, that's a different story. Because certain food for certain blood type can increase the weight, certain food for certain blood type can decrease the weight. So you have to balance. And that's the whole point. Based on your weight, based on your height, based on the shape, there are body shapes. You can find the balance and optimum. Now comes the supplement advisory. It's so common nowadays. People will say, oh, you need vitamin D, B12, you need this, you need that. There is a big list. True, depending on where you are from, regional wise or otherwise, certain people you may find lacking certain things. But more than that, it's an industry. We don't even know after eating those supplements what improves, what does not improve. But more of a trend people start taking. It's difficult. But rather than getting into all that controversy, why don't we just manage our diet and ensure we are on the right side? Why to get into that confusion, into that argument, the fight, that this is right or that is right? It is not possible that, one thing will fit all kind of thing, or one logic will be convincing to all, things like that. Supplements, nutrition, food, anything, same thing. Not necessarily going to work the same way for everyone. Let's talk of exercise. Stress. When we do meditation, we do say meditation reduces stress. And we know why it's so important. Stress is high, your immune system is low. Right? Anytime you feel, just feel you are in danger. What we say, fight or flight system. Immediately you start losing the energy in your immune system, in your digestive system, which is against your health. Now, depending on how long you are under stress of that magnitude, the damage to your health will be decided. Different blood type will require different form of physical activity. So it's not that everybody should be going to the gym and lifting weights and all that. Your blood type may be requiring certain different type. So why go against it? Why not follow it? So this one will provide you a good complement to your diet. Because ultimately all we want is healthy lifestyle. Now comes the personality question. Characteristics which are, like your personality, attitude. Oh, sorry, there's a type of behavior. So important. And we think it is because of this, that. We don't know if it is linked to our blood type. So why not understand that link rather than just blaming yourself for certain things or looking for solution somewhere else. So just being aware will help you. Just being aware will really bring you to, in a position where you can say, okay, I don't need medicine for everything. You don't need, experts' advice for everything. You don't need to see specialists for everything. A lot of things you will be able to fine-tune by yourself. A lot of things you will be able to manage beautifully without any side effect, long-term effect, just by avoiding certain things or including certain things. Of course, avoiding what is not good for you and including what is good for you. That is the whole purpose of understanding these topics. So masters, in the next session, we will go down more details, some lists, some food item. We cannot go through the whole list for sure, but we will certainly see some examples to see what does it mean. And certainly if you want to get through this whole list and all, highly recommend you can go through this particular book, or you may, there may be some couple other books on this topic, and that may help you in getting through your specific blood type or specific what you're trying to achieve. So masters, if anyone has any question about this topic we talked about, please feel free to ask. Or if you want to share any of the experience regarding such kind of diet related. So yes, Raviji, please.
Sir, beautiful session again. So I was trying to find correlation with the soul plan. Is the blood type part of the soul plan to experience a specific type of food, or and how is it connected to the spiritual sense?
So you have given me a homework. Let me work on that, Raviji.
Okay. Thank you.
it would be nice to discover this topic, that if soul is also planning a blood type or not, which I don't know at this stage, but it would be interesting to find.
Okay, thank you.
But Raviji, once you have come, I cannot let you go like that.
Okay.
You escaped, I think, the previous session because for sure I know you are away. But please share your experience. I know you are one person who has experienced, even if we say functional medicine, which is still
Yes.
linked to it, not indirect,
Right.
but not like 100%, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, so I mean, I can share my experience. So last year around January timeframe, my spirituality and my functional medicine both started at the same time. So both my wife and I went through this functional medicine. Is mainly consists of, doing blood analysis, right? Yeah, so extensive analysis in a specific lab in USA, like a couple of labs, Great Plains lab in Kansas City and Vibrant Health lab in San Diego. There are only two labs they do this kind of testing, and there are several other places, even in India now, they have this tests. So this mainly focused on food sensitivity. They have a bunch of zoomers. They call, your food zoomers, like egg zoomer, like dairy zoomer, and seafood zoomer, grain zoomer, like that. So they analyze based on your blood what food is good for you, or nuts, for example, which nuts are good for you and not. I'm not sure whether they consider the blood type or not. As you were talking about it, that I was considering the blood type part of this blood sensitivity, food sensitivity test or not. So based on that, basically it gives you for each food item, red, green, yellow. Green meaning yes, you can have it. Yellow means you better be moderate on that food. Red means you should avoid it. So we started following that mostly. So we eliminated a lot of, obviously it's a little hard to at the beginning because I have to cut down more than 50% of what I have been eating for whatever 50 plus years. So we cut down that, and so it did solve one of, in addition to that, there were a lot of plant-based supplements were given to treat the problems both my wife and I had, separate problems. I went there to treat my diabetes, and my wife went for IBS, but her problem was resolved after 3 months, and she is kind of attached to it. She won't she won't violate anything that doctor said in terms of the food or the supplement. I think I was talking to her a couple of weeks back, and she cut down a bit on the supplements. So for me, after a few months, I felt like I needed to take this more and more supplements. So I was little cocky about this spirituality, that body can produce all the supplement it needs. I don't need to take it. Then I discontinued taking the supplements. Now I don't take any supplements. So that's our food. I think overall, that's the reason why it's kind of a little bit difficult to attribute, how I'm feeling now, because I did both simultaneously, the meditation path and the spirituality path, as well as this functional medicine path. But overall, we both feel good. Our energy levels are up. We lost a little bit of a lot of weight initially, and everybody treated us like, you're looking like a patient, but we were happy that, our weight levels are good. Even now, I went to India for 3 weeks, and I said, oh, you look very weak. I said, this is the right weight. This is the right body shape. So yeah, overall, it is working well. But like anything else, like, we're talking about certain things, you need to practice and you need to follow, like in the spirituality path. Even this functional medicine, you got to be religious and rigorously follow these things. If you violate, then things would come back to you.
Excellent. And thank you for sharing, Raviji, because I know you have done it, and this is something which is keeping you away from allopathy, and that's what That's all, we all aim for.
Right.
Super.
But I have one blind belief right now, even though I'm not really fan of having beliefs, but this is, I would say, I don't know what I want to say. I don't want to say belief. Confidence that because I'm in the spiritual path and I'm following certain practices, whatever I have, I will work on it to get rid of it. But I don't think I'll get anything new. Right?
It's the right mindset.
Yeah.
And thoughts is what creates your future. Like whatever your thought is, and based on one thought, you have all the thoughts, in the day.
Yeah.
And you are using it as your placebo. So excellent.
Yeah. And I kept telling my daughter, I'm not going to get corona. So this is blind belief again. I'm saying I'm doing meditation, my heart is good, my lungs are good, I'm not going to get it. So far I am sticking to my word. I'm not sure what future brings, but so far so good. Thank you.
Thank you, Raviji. Thanks a lot. So masters, if is there any other question, or before we get into meditation? Okay, then we'll get into meditation. So let's get ready. We will relax our body. Close your eyes. Take 7 deep, slow breathing. Deep breath, slow exhale, slow inhale, 7 cycles. If you know Anulom Vilom, you may try that. This will slow down your brain waves. So slow exhale, slow inhale. Slow exhale, slow inhale. Let's continue and finish 7 cycles. At your own pace, relaxing your body. So masters, now you start breathing normally. And now we'll relax our body. So relax your face. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Keep your back straight, the spine straight. but very relaxed. And relax your hand, your legs. So now your hands, legs, the whole body is relaxed, your mind is relaxed. Let's place our affirmation in our subconscious mind. Today is full moon. Energies are very high. Imagine that your affirmation have come true. Feel the emotions, how you would feel when your affirmation have come true. And enjoy those emotions, the joy, divinity, excitement, happiness, whatever it may belong to your affirmation. Feel it. Now, we will start observing our breath, masters. No more thoughts, no emotions, no feeling from here on. We will observe our breath. Feel it as you inhale and as you exhale. It is possible that during meditation, you may have some thoughts. Don't fight with them. Don't feel bad about it. Just ignore them. They will just fly away. The more you fight, the more it persists. Laugh it out. Let it be. So no thoughts, no emotions. Just come back and start observing your breath. With every breath you inhale, you receive lots of cosmic energy, especially today, full moon, group meditation. And this high energy will heal you. And with every exhale, you let go a lot of toxins from your body. So masters, Just enjoy the time. Look inside. Connect to your soul. Connect to who you are. And keep observing your breath. Masters, let's rub our palms together and place the fingers on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly, very slowly. Please open your eyes. Come back to your normal self. Come back to your normal environment. So thanks, Masters, for joining. And
Yeah.
also some comments in the chat, which thanks for those who shared, especially Satish ji and Upen ji and a lot of others. So yeah, thank you. Thanks, Ashok ji.
Yeah. Thank you, Gauroji, and thank you all masters, and hope that you all enjoyed the session as well as the meditation class and be in this bliss, and thank you all. And as Gaurav sir mentioned, everybody is a teacher here and everybody is a student. So we are constantly learning and we are constantly teaching, and so that is the one of the other takeaway that I'm going to take for today. Thank you, Gaurav sir, for all your beautiful message, and we all will be very blessed to have you as our one of our teacher at here. And thank you so much that what we have shared from the last 1.5 years, so much of a wisdom, so many different topics, and so much of enlightenment for a lot of the masters. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thanks,
Have a
all
good night and
masters.
have a good day, and see you all masters again tomorrow with a beautiful meditation class. And tomorrow, thank you. And tomorrow it is going to be Fakir, the book that we are going to read. And thank you all. Yeah, thank you, Gaurav sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ashok ji. Bye-bye.